Sup YouTube, it's Zed, and this right here is my falcon. My cocktail bird, Natasha. And we're gonna be reviewing My Side of the Mountain. This book really took me to a different world. It's about this boy right here who runs away to the woods, but unlike most kids, he actually stays out there. He does not come back an hour later or the next day. He stays out there, he makes his own home, he learns how to survive by hunting and collecting the correct plants and fruits. He knows how to observe other animals. He reads books in the library on how to do many different stuff. He's really clever, and I just like the way he stayed on his opinion, or he did not change his mind or give up after like one or two things did not work. For example, when he first tried to start a fire, it did not work, but he did not give up. He kept on trying until he was able to do it. And that falcon right there, he actually got her and he raised her from when she was a little chick, and she became his tamed falcon. He trained her to hunt for him. It's really interesting the way I just really like the relationship between him and his falcon. He described her smell as sweet and dusty, and I think that is the perfect way to describe how a bird smells, because my bird always smelled so awesome, but I was never able to describe her smell. I was always like, she smells like furniture or bread or something sweet, but he described it exactly the way it is, sweet and dusty. It's the best smell in the world. He even makes for her this kind of thing that's specially for hawks and falcons. I think it's called a jess and a thingy like that. Whatever, but you just see the way he lives in the woods and he appreciates the nature around him. He goes through spring, summer, fall, winter, all these seasons and the different stuff that he has to do in each of them. For example, in summer, he has to harvest and collect stuff so that he could have them during winter. And in fall, he has to collect the wood and all that stuff. And he even finds himself like a place to get water, a place to get a bath. He tries to sew himself his own clothes. The moment he set on his journey to go to the woods, he became so independent and free. And I think he's having a much better life than he used to back in the city. I really enjoyed this. It made me smile a lot of times. It made me feel like I was actually there. I was actually there experiencing the woods and the nature. Even when I was reading it in the bus, I was not really in the bus. In my own mind, I was with Sam. Did I even say his name? His name is Sam Gribley. So I really recommend you check this out, especially if you're thinking of running away. I think this would be the perfect book to take you to the woods. You can easily go wherever you want through a book while you're sitting in your warm home and on your bed. Whenever you get bored of the woods, you can just close it, go on the internet, and whenever you feel like you need nature, you need to be away from people for a while, you can open it up and read it, really. The style of writing is from Sam's point of view. The first chapter is actually like a flash forward of something that happens way ahead, but then in the second chapter we go back to the very first time when he actually decides to go to the woods. So really in the first chapter it kind of spoils a few stuff, like the fact that he has a well-trained falcon, but I don't mind that. It's actually what got me hooked. Ouch. It's actually what got me hooked or interested to know more, the fact that he had a falcon. Really, the only reason I'm reading this is because of the falcon, and also because of the woods and the nature and the stuff like that, and how he survives, and a few times how he makes mistakes, how he learns to fish. The chapters are named a bit different. Most of them start with "in which," so there's one called, for example, "in which I find many useful plants." But it's really interesting. It's from his point of view, and every now and then he shows us a small paragraph that he wrote back when he was there. Over there he wrote on like bark, not bark nor Zed, but bark that's on the tree. Like he used it as paper and he wrote some notes. So a lot of times he shows us the notes that he wrote back then. And they're pretty much in the same style of writing, except that they're more in the moment or in the present. So it's from his point of view, and every now and then he shows us the notes that he had written. Oh, I forgot to mention that the falcon is called Frightful, and it's a really cool name, unlike Natasha. Nah, just kidding. Natasha is a really nice name. Oh, sorry. A lot of times Sam actually meets humans. A lot of times they're really nice and they actually help him. A lot of times they try to bring him back or they're really suspicious of him. It's really interesting, honestly. He's a really clever kid. If I was in the woods, I probably would have gotten lost on day one. Do falcons also poop? So yeah, that is my review on my side of the mountain. There are a few drawings every now and then, and they are actually by the author himself, so that's really cool. I really hope you enjoyed this book review. Check out this book if you feel like running away to the woods, taking yourself to a different world, and yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.